Most of us with any measure of faith are really keen to say to other people that they can hand everything over to God when they're having a distressing or worrying or confusing time in their life. Timothy Radcliffe, in his book Why Go to Church, is really keen to point out to us, though, that handing over what he calls an unsigned blank cheque to God can be really risky. As humans, we can find it so difficult to actually give everything over to God's will without any sort of human involvement whatsoever. And even if we do actually manage to do that, we so often waver or backtrack. We very often renege on our promises to Christ and to each other. Simon Peter promised to lay down his life for Christ, but when push came to shove, he denied him not once but 3 times. We deny ourselves to Christ, we fail, and we fail again. In the Last Supper, the bread that was dipped in the dish was probably the bitter herb of the Passover, and yet for us today it's a bitter pill for us to swallow when we are separated by our sin from the love of God. And yet there's great hope for us. When Jesus welcomed both Simon Peter and Judas to table, he welcomed them with the same love and care as he did the other disciples, even though he had foreknowledge of how they were going to betray him. This is our great light for the world. This is our great comfort in our lives. This is our hope for each and every one of us, because Jesus welcomes every one of us with the same love and care and compassion every day. May we always hold that thought in our prayers.